Hey Polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video we are going over more releases for the month of October, and you guys, a lot of this is coming out tomorrow on the 18th. Yeah, another big day for releases from a lot of brands. So that is the biggest by far chunk that we're going to be going over. Plus there's one other at the end of the month for Alchemy Lacquers. I haven't really seen anybody else come out for the end of the month, so I'm not sure if I just haven't seen it or what's going on. But another way to see if anything is coming out is Latanya over at Lacquer to Lashes is always very up to speed about what is coming out. She works with a lot of makers to do live swatches, so she has the Alchemy Lacquers, Glam Polish, Polished Gamers Box, the Hurricane Relief polishes for HHC, Colorista Carol, Linby Designs, which released earlier, and so on and so forth. So I, for one, will definitely be keeping tabs on what other videos she releases. But in any case, for today, what we're going to be going over is what I do know about, and we're going to start with Emily Deali. Now, earlier in the month on the 1st, they did have a restock and a new collection come out, but we are resharing them again because they have an advent calendar, and it is the first one that they've done, which is quite interesting because they have been around for a while. I don't remember if it's been like 8 years or 9 years or 10 plus. I don't really remember the year per se, but I mean, they've been around for quite some time. But this is their first advent that they're going to be offering, and they're going to be offering 2 different versions. You don't have to buy the entire large 12 piece if you don't want to. You can get a 6 piece. These are going to be on pre-order. They became available on October the 13th, and they will be available through the 27th. So you have quite a large window of time to make your decision. And the cool thing about this is for those who do not like pure mysteries, you can get spoilers if you so desire. So like I said, this is going to be a 6 piece or a 12 piece. The 6 piece is $71 for 6 polishes, or you can do the whole 12 piece advent calendar for $140. Like I said, there are spoilers for those that do not want pure mystery. If you are worried about the color scheme or finishes, maybe you have particular taste in something else and you just want to know, there is a link you can see those spoilers. So here you can see the description first if you only want a mini spoiler, and then there's another that you can see bottle shots and a swatch wheel photo of the polishes. So I thought that was a really nice way of trying to appease both those who want pure mystery and those who prefer to know what they're getting into, because they are a chunk of change. I mean, if you're getting the whole box set, $140 is a lot to put down for not knowing what you're getting. So I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but those are the links here on the website. You can click them if you so choose, but that is what Emily Deali is releasing, and I thought that was pretty exciting. I'm curious what other advents they might come out with in the future. All right, now we are getting into the 18th releases, and we are starting with Glam Polish. Their collection releasing is Revenge is a Witch, and it is based on Agatha. I think, is it Agatha's spin-off from the WandaVision, Agatha All Along? I'm not 100% sure if that is what it's called. It might be Agatha All Along. In any case, it is based on that. And as always, during the first 96 hours of their new release, you can use coupon codes for buying either individual polishes or the entire collection. Which 5 is going to be the 5% off individual shades, and I think which 10 is going to be the code that you can use for the entire collection. The Revenge is a Witch collection will be a 9-piece collection as shown here. Very beautiful fall colors. Like I showed you at Lacquer to Lashes, Latanya does have these swatched. As you can see, we have this beautiful burgundy color with a golden shimmer. I believe that has a slight shift to green if I'm looking at that correctly. Now, all of these do have the same formulation. It is a Crelly base, or maybe even a jelly base. I think that might have been the official description, was a jelly base. Now I'm second guessing myself. I might need to rewatch Latanya's video, but all of them have these micro holographic glitters and then a particular shifting shimmer to go with the base. The next polish is a brown with, again, an Aurora shimmer and that holographic glitter. We have, I believe it was described as a burnt orange, although that one in the far right corner might vary on how it looks depending on your skin tone and application, how opaque you get it and all. We have a beautiful green, a teal, a smoky navy blue with a beautiful shifting aurora shimmer in it. Then we have maybe either a blue, another shade of blue, or we're getting into a blurple. Then we have an eggplant and a gray. So we have quite a variety of colors. The polish names are Your Salem Days, Torches and Pitchforks, Book of the Damned, The Covenless Witch, The Witch's Road, Knowledge of the Craft, This is Chaos Magic, It's Been Agatha All Along, and We'll Be Safe as Kittens. Now this is the exact order from those pictures that I showed you of the bottle shots, so the names are going to be in order of those bottle shots. Your Salem Days is going to be that burgundy, and Safe as Kittens is going to be that light gray, which I believe was described as a very soft purple if I'm not mistaken. So beautiful collection again. On my wish list, I have the brown Torches and Pitchforks. As I mentioned in some of my other videos, I'm definitely getting more into browns, although I will say I tend to lean more on the warm side of browns, especially if the browns start leaning into the orange family. Now, this one doesn't necessarily, but I do feel it is on the warmer side, especially with that shifting shimmer. You can see that aurora glow there with some green and some warmer shades of orange and red. So beautiful shifts in that one. The other one on my wish list, I don't think it's going to come as a surprise to anybody, is the green. This is the Covenless Witch, and that was the first one that caught my attention. That one is a beautiful green. It has this golden aurora shimmer plus the holographic glitter in it. So those are the two that are on my wish list, but I could easily add It's Been Agatha All Along because that is definitely a beautiful purple, but I am trying to behave, but we'll see. We'll see. So that was the Glam Polish Revenge is a Witch collection releasing tomorrow the 18th. All right, next up on the 18th is a collab box. This is Little Box of Horrors. It will be opening on the 18th and available through the 30th. And the theme for Little Box of Horrors for the month of October is international anime. And their website is up and running at the moment for a wish listing. So you can take a peek at what is available, at least as of filming. Now, I am filming before noon on the 17th. So I don't know if by the time my video goes live, which I am going to try to get that up today so that you guys can have, a heads up of what is coming out tomorrow. I'm not sure when their website might go down before tomorrow, but in any case, it is up for viewing now and for wish listing. Let's see, on my wish list, I have 4 polishes. But before we get into my wish list, we're going to go ahead and look at what is available. Like I said, the theme is international anime, so makers took inspiration from a bunch of different animes, most of which I am completely unfamiliar with, to be perfectly honest. I know some animes, but not all of them. So Apipola has their smudge-free top coat. We have an Apipola Skull Patterns stamping plate. Art as Nails has 4 polishes. Holy moly. 1 is a thermal. Beautiful. Orange flakies in that one too. Baroness X is bringing us the Express drying spray as well as the car diffuser plus fishnets, which is their fluid art polish. It seems to be a basic black. They're also bringing a room spray. Ooh, a room spray. 2 scents offered this month, Sacred Ground, which is inspired by the anime Sacred Ground, and is a dupe of, I am not 100% sure on that. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be saying that with a French pronunciation or Spanish. But in any case, damp cypress, incense, cedarwood, vetiver, teak, immortal petals, patchouli, and amber. Ooh. Okay, that sounds fascinating. Or you can get it in lime elixir, and the scent inspiration is the namesake of a character in Sacred Ground, which has scent notes of fresh lime, mint, and sugarcane with the unusual twist of earthy avocado flesh. Yeah, unusual is what I would say. I don't think I've ever run across any scent mixture that has avocado in it. So that is fascinating. So we'll see if that is something I want to try, because I don't think I've tried their room sprays yet. They also have a perfume coming out. This will also be available in those same 2 fragrances, BCB Lacquer brings us 2 polishes, Be Suspicious 2.0 or I Can Do It, which is a beautiful green like jelly flake polish. They also bring you the Top and Matte Coat Duo if you need those. Burned Offerings has 3 separate craft items this month, a pair of earrings called Bonds of Fate, a ring holder which is a resin piece. They're also doing the Kumoko Winter Spinner ornament, which is a frosty spider. Then we have by Danny Viana. They have a magnetic polish that they're offering. By Vanessa Molina will offer their peel off base coat. Chameleon Nails has 2 polishes that they're offering. One is looks like a flaky and glitter mix. The other is a thermal. They have been killing it with the thermals. Then Cracked Polish, I think, has 3 polishes this month. The first one is Human Form. The next one is Silent Rage. Then they have Weather the Storm. Then Danglefoot has 2 polishes. Then Dark and Twisted has, my goodness, at least 4 polishes, one of which is on my wish list. Mistress of the Dark, Monsters Need Love 2, Scars of Dracula, and Twice as Monstrous. Dark Skull Designs is going to bring you a couple of craft items, a ghost with the most sling bag, as well as a spooky holiday stocking. LB brings us 4 polishes. Wow. So we have Air Nomads, Fire Nation, Kingdom of Earth, and Water Tribe. Any guesses on what that's inspired by? Actually, I know that anime. So that, I believe, is Avatar the Last Airbender, or maybe just Avatar. Then we have Golly Oodalali Designs, which we've seen in other boxes. I think HHC was the last one that I mentioned them in. They are bringing us all things Ghibli as a tumbler design. They're also bringing Finish What You Started Human, which has those soot sprites in it from, what was that? Was that from Princess Mononoke, or was that from someplace else? Studio Ghibli is one of those studios that I know of, and I have seen Princess Mononoke, but I think that's about my extent of it. So I am not 100% sure if that is where the soot sprites came from, or if they came from someplace else. In any case, another thing you can get from Golly Oodalali Designs is Get Ghibli With It, which is a decal. They're also bringing us a squishy wax, and here's another curse for you. I have yet to try any of their products, but their scented waxes from HHC and from here have definitely caught my eye, so we're going to go ahead and just take a peek at what this one is scented in. So this one has scent notes of amber, cedarwood, palo santo wood, smoke, earth, soft musk, lemon, and incense spice. Ooh, okay, going on my wish list. That one I can get behind, absolutely. And since I'm new to squishy wax, I've had plenty of regular wax before. I'm going to go ahead and read the directions for the use of this product. It says, squeeze a quarter-size amount into an electric wax warmer and wait for the scent to take you away. Start with a little and add more if necessary. With squishy wax, a little goes a long way. Don't use it with tea warmers. Keep away from children and pets. So yeah, that one is on my wish list now. That sounds like that's going to smell fabulous. Another thing that they're offering, wow, they tend to offer tons of things at a time. You can get Stronger Than You Think earrings, which are soot sprites with stars. You can also get You Are Not Alone color your own sticker set. Then we have Handmade Natural Beauty with Death Note as their inspiration, and they are bringing you a lotion bar, a roll-on perfume, a sugar scrub, and a whipped body cream. Next up, we have Humble Bee. They are bringing you their quick dry top coat as well as a luxe gel-like top coat. They're also bringing us 3 different polishes. Then Indie by Patty Lopez is bringing us a number of polishes as well as a 3D printed wand magnet. You guys, have you seen these? If you like magnetics, there are so many fun 3D printed magnets out there available now, and this is what they're bringing us for the month of October. It is a skull printed duo color magnet. It has a skull at the top, a bone down to the bottom, and look at this coloration. Oh, that is neat. So it is black and gold, comes with a cylindrical magnet glued to the back of the head so as not to let go and cause some kind of accident. This is also printed with PLA filament. So yeah, what an interesting piece. So it is quite the month for new magnets. But Indie by Patty Lopez also brings us Amnesia, and the Body, which is a glow-in-the-dark polish. And here is their Velvet Effect magnet as well. The color of this one is blue. Okay, blue, there we go. That might be a better representation, is blue with glitters, and it is 3D printed. One of the things that I will say about the stronger magnet, it is not safe for those who have like medical implants and things like that. So it is important to know that ahead of time, know if you are prone to anything like that. But in any case, if you were still looking for one, that one is going to be available this month as well. Jen and Berries brings us Demon on Wheels, as well as You Better Look Alive. And then Alchemy Lacquer offers Gods of Death Love Apples nail polish. Lily Pad Lacquer brings us 4 different polishes. You can get gift cards. Then Luna Lab Creations brings us 3 polishes, as well as a top coat and base coat. Linby Designs brings us a solid perfume called Something in the Wind, as well as a pressed eyeshadow, so no nail polish. That's interesting. MJP seems to be another craft company that I'm not familiar with, but they are bringing us an amethyst pendulum, as well as some earrings, a necklace, and a bracelet. Nails by Virgo Moon brings us a District 9 duo. Naps and Nails brings us a thermal called Joining Humanity. Night Owl Lacquer brings us 2 polishes as well as a glow-in-the-dark top coat. Paradox brings us Alive, which is a lip gloss. They also bring us another one that Bites the Dust, which is a hand cream. Paradox also brings us a Talk to Me multi-chrome eyeshadow, as well as a glow-in-the-dark polish, 2 of them, the Shine and Ectoplasm, as well as, no, there's a 3rd glow-in-the-dark topper called Lost Boys, which is a purple jelly. Then Abyss, which is a cream polish, and Parasite. Do they bring us more? Because that is a lot of polish. Yes, they also bring us Static, which is a white polish, another 3 glow-in-the-dark polishes, and Talk to Me, another polish. My goodness, I believe that one is a topper. Peculiar Polish brings us a whole lot of items as well. Penelope Loose, Rain Dance Lacquer, Ribbit Stickets. I was going to go over a few more things, but there's 155 products available. So I think we're just going to do a quick little perusal of the rest of the items. There's some anime eyes for water decals. Saki Cosmetics brings us a number of things. Sassy Cats brings us a number of things as well, as does Sassy Pants. Syzygy Boston, Vibrant Vinyls, Victorian Varnish, which has a few items available as well. Then What Addiction. I think Wicked is the in-house brand for Little Box of Horrors, and they bring a number of polishes to the box this month as well. Then we have Witch Cult and Zombie Claw to round out the box. But yeah, 155 items. Holy moly. Like I mentioned, I had 4 items since I added that squishy wax, though now I have 5. But one of the polishes on my wish list is from Victorian Varnish. This is Bark Once for Yes, Twice for No. It will sell for $13.50, come in a 17 ml bottle, and there is a cap of 150 bottles available. This is inspired by EIN, the Welsh Corgi in Cowboy Bebop, and is described as a boysenberry duochrome with gold, bronze, copper shimmer, and iridescent large and micro rainbow flakes. I love the duochrome that goes back and forth between those bronze, copper, and gold with the boysenberry base, so absolutely gorgeous. Plus it has those microflakes and all of the rainbows from the different particles, so this one definitely caught my attention. This looks absolutely dazzling. Look at that one in lower light. You can see blue, gold, green, orange, all in those gorgeous rainbow flakes. Those are stunning. So that was Victorian Varnish Bark Once for Yes, Twice for No. Next on my wish list is one of the Lily Pad Lacquer polishes. This is Monster. This is inspired by a cartoon character, doesn't really say which one. And the description is a dirty olive green jelly base filled with multicolor crystal and chameleon flakes. So because this is a dark olive green base, you know this caught my attention because I am very into the Pruglies lately. I will say it is kind of hard in those pictures to tell that it's a green base, but look at this. That is beautiful. It is this very deep olive with those rainbow flakes. So I'm wondering why there's such a big discrepancy between these, if it's just a particular lighting or what is going on. But That is what I'm hoping it will look like. In any case, this one will sell for $14, come in an 11 ml bottle, and is capped at only 50 bottles available. Now, Lilypad is also an Australian company, so they are harder for me to come by here all on their own, which is why I like to see what they're offering for these collab boxes. Much easier to get a hold of them. But that one was Monster. The other one on my wish list is from Dark and Twisted. This is Monsters Need Love 2. We seem to have a theme with monsters in my wish list. This one will sell for $13, come in a 15 ml bottle, and is capped at only 35. So yikes. I definitely need to get 2 little box of horrors bright and early if I want to get this one. This one is inspired by the movie The Bride of Frankenstein and is described as a brown base with green, blue, purple shimmer. So again, Pruglies, very much up my alley at the moment. With this being that brown base and a green shimmer, absolutely right up my alley. And I love that it does have those shifts in it. Now, in a lot of the lighting, it looks like the green is going to be pretty predominant, which is fine. But I like how those other colors mix with this base. It looks gorgeous. I think this is the closest one that I'm seeing those shifts in of the swatch pictures on the website. So you can see that sort of a blue to purple there at the extreme edges. So that might vary based on lighting and coats and all that. But I mean, this base with even just that green shimmer is so pretty. So that one is Dark and Twisted Lacquer Monsters Need Love 2. And then lastly on my wish list is another Lilypad. This is Paprika. It will sell for $14, come in an 11 ml bottle, and is capped at only 30 available. This is again inspired by a cartoon character, doesn't specify which one, and is described as a fiery orange jelly base with green shimmer and multicolored chameleon flakes. So this one is interesting because it's got this orangey, rusty color of the base, and then all of these amazing colors in the chameleon flakes. To me, this almost kind of starts to push the line into a Prugly because we're seeing so many like conflicting colors, and I love it. So this is another one that definitely caught my attention. Here you can see more of that orange base that they're talking about with those flakes in it. So yeah, absolutely intriguing. I can't wait to see this one in person. So that one is Lilypad Lacquer's Paprika. And that was what was on my wish list for a little box of horrors. Next up, also on the 18th, Cracked Polish releases their Toxic Wasteland collection. It will be a 6-piece collection, although I will say one of those, I think the second to the right, is not going to be available for very long because of a pigment issue. It's also, I guess, something to be aware of with other brands too that maybe are unaware of the issue. It seems that holographic magnetic pigment is prone to fading. Bee's Knees Lacquer had that happen with one of their polishes a few releases ago and ended up having to discount that particular polish. I never got my hands on it to see what might have been flawed with it, but for this one, it is a topper, so it is meant to go over the collection as a whole or whatever color you want to, but it is going to come with that warning that the pigment has a tendency of fading, so that holographic flare will fade over time. So just something to keep in mind, not just for this brand, but it seems to be just the pigment itself is not 100%, I don't know, stable in nail polish base. But I do have a couple of these on my wish list. Any guesses on which one? It's this one right here. That one is called Acidic Tears, and it is the most complex polish of the collection. It is a beautiful multi-chrome with holographic flakes. It is absolutely jaw-dropping. If you want to see swatches, it might have been the Polished Mage that had live swatches on her channel. But yeah, very interesting and unusual collection for the season. Not exactly fall, but maybe more Halloween-y, I guess, is what they might have been going for, but an interesting little collection there. We do have a black hollow down at the end as well. Then Bee's Knees Lacquer, yep, we're still on the 18th. Bee's Knees Lacquer is releasing their craft collection at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is going to be a 12-piece collection, another pretty large collection. Thankfully, I don't have the entire collection on my wish list this month, so that's a relief for me anyways. September and October have already been ridiculous. I shudder to think how bad it's going to be for Black Friday. But in any case, this is the craft collection based on the movie. And on my wish list is Bad Manners, West, South, and East. Let's see if I can remember which ones those are. My guess is this one. This sort of a brownie purple grayish base with the purple shimmer and the holographic flakes. Probably the multichrome, probably the purple, and maybe this one. I'd have to see. That does beg the question of if those are going to stay on my wish list if I can't particularly name the ones that I want. In any case, this is going to be the collection. You can also see live swatches on Caitlin Swatches. She has the entire collection available to view. Another collection releasing on the 18th is from Alchemy Lacquer. That is a smaller indie brand. On their website, they do have some on sale polishes available. I'm not seeing the collection previewed just yet on their website, but they do have a number available for only $7 a bottle, which is quite nice. But yeah, they do have a new collection coming out, and I have a few polishes on my wish list from that as well. Queen of Ghouls, Scorpio Moon, and an older polish, Witchwood. So we'll see if that's available when the shop opens. Another one releasing on the 18th is Mooncat. They are releasing their Pandora Unboxed collection. It is going to be a 9-piece collection full of shimmers. It has magnetics. I don't remember if it has a thermal, but it's got some very beautiful polishes that will be available. It's got Forbidden Fruit, which is one of the magnetics. This one appears to be a very deep burgundy base that doesn't seem to have too much in the way of additional shimmer. So I'm wondering how similar this magnetic is to the ones that Cirque released recently. The magnetic shift on this one seems to be a green to gold. Then we have Serpents of Eden. This one is a green to teal to maybe like a golden multichrome. Then we have the Arsonist. This one is a very deep sparkly red. We have Root of All Evil. This one is on my wish list. I really like this combination. It's got this berry bruisey base, and then it has a very intense blue to green to aqua shifting multichromatic shimmer in it. It is absolutely beautiful. We have Curiosity's Trap, which is another magnetic. This one seems to be less squishy than Forbidden Fruit. So for this one, we have a darker blue crelly-ish base with some maybe like gold flakes in it, as well as that magnetic pull, which is a very vibrant like gold to yellow to green. We have Pandora's Box, yet another magnetic. This one is more of like in some images it looks like a red base, in others it's got that purpley glow. So I'm wondering if it's like a red base with a magenta glow. And then of course that magnetic pull that is a very strong gold to like tiger's eye gold. So like two different shades of gold, a little bit more orange in that tiger's eye gold. Then we have the Glory of Innocence. This is another one that's on my wish list. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this kind of a finish that's a mix of shimmer and hollow. It is so sparkly and beautiful. This has sort of this light purple base with a bunch of different particles that are going to sparkle. It's got hollow. It's got a green to aqua shifting shimmer. It's beautiful. Then we have Lust for Vengeance. This is another one that's on my wish list. This one has like a rusty berry base with a strong green shimmer in it. Very interesting. Then we have Green-Eyed Monster. This one is like a white shimmer polish. White polishes is definitely not one of my favorites. It tends to be a little, I don't know. I have yet to grow an appreciation for it. We'll just leave it at that. But so that one is not on my wish list. But that was the collection, the Pandora Unboxed collection from Mooncat. Then Nailed It, also on the 18th, is releasing their Supernatural Part 3 collection. It is going to be a 5-piece collection of flakies. These are jam-packed in here, and as you probably already know, nails it with their flaky polishes. They are absolutely stunning. So we have a berry leaning almost red base polish on the far left, a stunning purple with black flakes in it. In fact, I think black flakes might be in all of these. A light gray with some beautiful pink to purple to orange flakes as well as black flakes. Then a beautiful blue, again with a ton of different colors of flakes, and a green. Really beautiful collection here. The names are hilarious. They seem to be quotes from the show Supernatural. And on my wish list for this is What's Your Poison, Your Highness, and working on my night moves. For those, one of them is the green. I don't remember which one. And then I don't remember if I had the blue or the purple as that second one. Working on my night moves. Working on my night moves might have been the blue. But I mean, all of these are absolutely gorgeous. I'll have to see if I end up adding a third one to my wish list. But so far, those two, What's Your Poison, Your Highness, and Working on My Night Moves are 2 on my wish list. All right. Last but not least, we are finally done with the 18th and we're moving on to the 20th. We have Alchemy Lacquers releasing their Hallowed Reliquary collection. They're also going to be doing a restock of their past collection, which was Stellar Leviathan's collection. So there will be a restock of those that were sold out. So if you wanted to get a couple from that past collection as well as some from their Hallowed Reliquary collection, you can get both at the same time. Now, I tried to find a picture I could share with you guys, but where I saw this collection was on Lacquer to Lashes, and I didn't take any screenshots. However, you can see her video there. You can watch her live swatches of that collection. It is very, very pretty, and I do have a couple on my wish list. I have Spectral Firewater, which is a green with I believe a red shimmer in it, and then Starlight Cascade, which I think is a purple with a green shimmer. So those are the 2 that are on my wish list for Alchemy Lacquers, and I do still have a couple on my wish list from their last collection that I did not end up grabbing: Stellar Devourer, Void Spawn, Automated Dreadnought, which is a thermal, and Infinity Sphere, which is a magnetic. So we'll see what I end up getting, but there it is. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Again, if you know of any other releases that I didn't mention, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys had a good time hanging out with me and talking about nail polish. If you're new, do think about hitting that little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.